Welcome, my dear friends. Let us continue our journey towards victory. And today we are going to discuss about PAE 2022 Paper 1 Part A Set Code B questions starting from 21 up to question number 30. Okay, so let us continue with the questions. Okay, friends? Okay. So the questions and solutions we will discuss here and the questions here is 21, 22 and 23 we will discuss, and here friends we will proceed in a reversal way, in a reverse way. That means I will first tell you the answers or the solutions, then I will go towards the questions, and there I will explain you in detail. Okay, so question number 21, the correct option is option number C. Question number 22, the correct option is option number B, and question number 23, the correct option is option number D. Okay, so confused? Yes, because we have no questions and we are telling about the answers. We are discussing on the answers. So let us continue to clear our confusion. Fine. Now, questions. Question number 21. Arrange the following items related to post-grant opposition in the most likely chronological order. Okay, friends. So here we can see we have four options. First one is revocation of patent. Second one is opposition board formation. Third one is filing of post grant opposition, and the last one is grant of patent. So friends, here you can just, if you don't know, if you have forgotten some way, somehow you have forgotten the sections, the rules, etc., etc., then by using your common sense only you can very well answer this question in a correct way. How? Let us see. Here we can see grant of patent. Okay, filing of post grant opposition. I'm just reading. Opposition board formation, revocation of a patent. Fine. So what should be the first activity so that the other activities can continue, right? You see here, revocation of patent. When a patent will be revoked? When a patent is granted. That means when a patent application is called, is named as a patent, then only it can be revoked, right? Then only the revocation is possible. So this activity cannot come first. Fine. The next one is opposition board formation. When there is some opposition, then only a board will be formed, and here till now we have not opposed anything. And the third thing is filing of post grant opposition, right? See the term here, post grant. When will be the post grant opposition will occur? When there is a granted patent. That means when the first activity is the granting of a patent, then only the concept of post grant opposition will come. Fine. Now I think you can very well arrange this sequence. So what should be the first activity? The first activity should be grant of patent. Fine. Then after grant of patent, post grant opposition can occur. So filing of post grant opposition. Okay. And when post grant opposition is filed, then first would be the next activity. There must be a formation of an opposition board. Okay, fine. And after all these activities done, then there is a chance to apply for a revocation. That means then there can be a chance of revocation of a patent. So the correct sequence will be 4 3 3 2 1. That means 4 3 2 1. So correct option is option number C. So friends, I would like to tell you one thing. I'll just recall you what is the process of post grant opposition. Fine. What is the process of post grant opposition? The first step will be grant of the patent can be opposed within 1 year from the date of publication. Fine. Now, the opponent delivers a copy of the notice of opposition to the patentee along with statements and facts. Fine. The next step will be a patentee may contest opposition within 2 months. Then the opponents may file evidence in reply within 1 month. Now, an opposition board is set up which submits its recommendations within 3 months. Okay, so an opposition board is set up which submits its recommendations within 3 months. And the next step is hearing and notification of decision. Fine. So I hope it is pretty clear now. So the correct option will be option number C. Fine. The next question is Mr. Dybum would like to know times limits generally available to meet requirements in accordance with the patents law. Match list 1 and list 2 and select correct answers. Fine. So in list 1 we have information and undertaking under section 8 subsection 1. Point number 2 is a reply to first examination report with extension. Point number 3 is PCT national phase entry to India. And point number 4 is request for examination. So, and similarly in list 2 we have point A, or we can say bit A is within 31 months, bit B is within 48 months, bit C is within 6 months and bit D is within 9 months. So first would be the correct option. Just take a look here. The correct option will be option number B, where the first combination will be information and undertaking under section 8 subsection 1 will go with within 6 months. So you can refer section 8 for this and the correspondence rule. The next one is 2D, that means reply to first examination report with extension, and that is within 9 months. Okay. The next one is, the next combination will be PCT national phase entry to India. The correct option will be option A, that is within 31 months. And the next one is request for examination. It should be combined with B, that is within 48 months. So just remember this time limits and you can very well answer this question. Okay. And the next question, that is question number 23, is minimum age limit for a person to be mentioned as an inventor in a patent application shall be. The choices are, or the options are 18 years, 21 years, 14 years and none of the above. So friends, clearly here the answer is D, that is none of the above. That means for applying a patent, no age limit is there. Okay, so for your reference, I would like to tell you one thing. Samuel Thomas Houghton is a British inventor. Okay, in April 2008, at the age of 5, only 5 years, friends, he received a patent for his sweeping device with 2 heads invention. He is thought to be the youngest person to have been granted a patent for their invention. So, from this example, you can very well know that there is no age limit for applying for a patent. Fine. There may be some other formalities, that means there can be a guardian or etc. that we can discuss later. Fine. Okay, let us proceed. Now friends, we shall discuss questions and solutions 24, 25 and 26. Okay, let us continue. Okay, so for question number 24, the correct option is C. For question number 25, the correct option is D. And for question number 26, the correct option is B. Okay, so we have got the answers. Then we will proceed towards the questions. Pehle jawab, uske baad sawal. This is fun. Okay, so it will help you remember in a funnier way. Okay, let us proceed. Questions 24, 25 and 26. Okay, question number 24 is, controller has which one of the following powers of a civil court? Okay, option A is issue an order to arrest a person in case of infringement with the help of police. Option B is order of imprisonment to the defaulter. Option C is examine a person on oath and take evidence on oath. Option D is none of the above. So the correct option is examine a person on oath and take evidence on oath. Okay friends, so you just have to analyze a little here, because the controller has some power of a civil court, and which of these options indicates that? Okay, the first one is issue an order to arrest a person in case of infringement with the help of police. That means friends, when the concept of police arresting a person etc comes, simply it goes to the criminal court, right? So it cannot be the powers of a civil court. So option A is cancelled. Option B is order of imprisonment to the defaulter, and this is also indicating the criminal court, right? And D cannot be the answer, because there is the correct option here, and the correct option is examine a person on oath and take evidence on oath. Fine. So the correct option is for question number 24 is option C. Question number 25. Which of the following time limits can be extended by the controller on a petition filed under Rule 138? Okay. So which of the following time limits can be extended by the controller as per rule number 138? So option A is time limit for putting the application in order for grant. Option B is time limit for filing the request for examination. Option C is time limit for paying national fees application in India, and option D is time limit for furnishing proof of right. Here friends, as per rule 138, the answer or the correct option will be time limit for filing the request for examination. Okay, for this, as we know friends, rule number 138 is power to extend time prescribed. Okay, and thus the correct option will be option B, time limit for filing the request for examination. Fine. Now the question number 26. Radhamani, an IPS student, wishes to know the important case laws on various provisions related to patent in India. Okay. Match list 1 and list 2 and select correct code. Fine. In list 1 we have point number 1, compulsory license, point number 2, section 3D, point number 3, date of grant of patent, and point number 4, infringement. And in case of list 2, bit A is Novartis versus Union of India. Option B or bit B is Bayer's Corporation versus Natco Pharma. Bit C is Bajaj Auto Limited versus TVS Motor Company, and bit D is Dr. Snehalata C. Gupta versus Union of India. So friends, here the correct option is these things you have to remember friends. You have to go through that's why I'm always telling you that you go through a number of case studies, okay, so that it will be automatically recalled when you get such type of questions. Fine. So the correct option is option B, and option B has 1B, that means compulsory license is or compulsory license indicates Bayer's Corporation versus Natco Pharma case. Fine. And option 2, that is we can say 2A, because when you when you observe the option B, here you have the combinations are like this: 1B, 2A. 2A means section 3D, and the case law is Novartis versus Union of India. And next one is 3D, that is date of grant of patent, is Dr. Snehalata Gupta versus Union of India. And the last one is 4C, that is infringement indicates the case law Bajaj Auto Limited versus TVS Motor Company. Fine. So this way friends, question number 24, 25 and 26 are completed. Please go through all these questions. If and also I would suggest you that also try to correlate the sections and rules as well. Fine. Okay. Now we will go to question number 27. Let us take a look. And the correct option for question number 27 is option A. And now friends, we will proceed towards the question. Question number 27 is, here an assertion is given, and the assertion statement is patent right is a negative right. And the reason statement is patentee has exclusive right to prevent third parties who do not have his consent from using his invention. So friends, first of all, we will check whether the statements are correct or not. Okay. And here the codes given are both option A is both A and R are true. Fine. And R is the correct explanation of A. That means statement A and statement R. Both are correct and R is the correct explanation of A. And the second option is both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C is A is true, but R is false, and option D is A is false, but R is true. So when we will, first of all friends, we will analyze the statements. So the first statement is, the assertion statement is, patent right is a negative right. Yes, 100% correct. So assertion is correct statement. Assertion is a correct statement. And the next statement, reason statement is, patentee has exclusive right to prevent third parties who do not have his consent from using his invention. Yes, this is also correct. And why patent right is called a negative right, the reason is also correct, because it prevents the third parties from using his invention without his consent. Then that's why the patent right is called a negative right. So we can say that both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. So the option A is the correct option here. Fine. Now the rest three questions, three final questions. Okay. Questions and solutions for 28, 29 and 30. Let us proceed. Okay. The correct option for question number 28 is B. The correct option for question number 29 is B. And the correct option for 30 is, oh, there is no option. There is a word. Oh, is it a mistake or it is intentionally done? Let us proceed to the question now. Fine. Now, question number 28. Arrange the following items related to pre-grant opposition procedure, section 25, subsection 1, under Patents Act in the most likely chronological order. Okay. Point number 1 is filing of pre-grant opposition by way of representation. Point number 2, publication of patent application. Point number 3 is applicant filing reply to the pre-grant representation. And point number 4 is hearing before the controller. And here there are some options, and the correct option here is B. Why it is B? Because the first activity should be of point number 2, that is publication of patent application. Then the activity should be point number 1, that is filing of pre-grant opposition by way of representation. Fine. And the next activity should be point number 3, that is applicant filing reply to the pre-grant representation. And the last point or the last activity should be hearing before the controller. That's why the correct option here is option B. Fine. Now, question number 29. Mr. Akhil has already filed his patent application, but he is confused with the applicability of the forms provided. That means he has some confusions regarding the forms, right? Could you please help him to match one or list 1 with list 2 and select correct code? So what we have in list 1? We have point number 1, request for publication. Point number 2 is request for expedited examination. Point number 3 is application for amendment of the application for patent. And point number 4 is request regarding change in applicant for patent. And here under list 2 we have bit A form 6, bit B form 13, bit C form 9, bit D form 18A. So here friends, the correct option will be option B. Why? Just take a look. Option B has combinations like 1C, that means request for publication should go with form number 9, and next one is 2, that is request for expedited examination should go with form number 18A, that is option or point number D. Fine. And the next one is application, or we can say from list 1, the option is 3. Application for amendment of the application for patent should go with B, point B, that is form 13. And the last one is request regarding change in applicant for patent should go with A of list 2, that is form 6. Fine. So just go through all the forms and the titles, and this question will be very much clear. Fine. And the last question is question number 30. Assertion A. The statement is applicant does not have unconditional freedom to file a divisional application. And the reason statement is a divisional application can be filed by applicant only when there is more than one invention in the specification. Okay, so we have to see whether both these statements are correct or not, and if they are correct, whether R is a correct explanation of statement A or not. So friends, we can see here that applicant does not have unconditional freedom to file a divisional application, we know, because there are some conditions. So assertion A is correct. The statement is correct. And the reason statement is a divisional application can be filed by applicant only, because you can see there is a condition. It can be filed by applicant only when there is more than one invention in the specification. That means if in the specification there are more than one inventions, then the divisional application can be filed by the applicant only. If the reason statement shows a condition here, we can say that this is the correct explanation for statement A, which says that the applicant does not have any unconditional freedom, right? So we can say that both the statements A and R are true, and R is a correct explanation for statement A. Fine. So this way friends, today we have completed all the questions, or we can say in this video actually we have completed questions starting from 21 and ending at 30. And I would like to say that previous 2 videos are also there, where I have discussed questions. In one video I have discussed questions 1 to 10, and in another video I have discussed the questions from 11 to and ending at question number 20. So this way all the 30 questions from part A of paper 1 of PAE 2022 are completed. So please go through all. If you have any concerns, any comments, any compliments, please write in my comment box. Well friends, no choraharyam, no cha rajaharyam, no bhatrubhajyam, no cha bharakari. व्यये कृते वर्धत एव नित्यम विद्याधनम सर्वधन प्रधानम. फ्रेंड्स, इसका मतलब है it cannot be stolen by thieves, nor can it be taken away by the kings. It cannot be divided among brothers. It does not have a weight. If spent regularly, It always keeps growing. The wealth of knowledge is the most superior wealth of all of the world. So इसी के साथ friends, I would request all of you to please like, share and subscribe my channel. Smile like flowers and always stay happy. God bless you dear all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.